Hello, Penny here. Today on my garden podcast. Oh, can you hear that flapping? Yeah, they're definitely making out. Okay, keep it down, please. I'm just trying to impress you with my spade work. I forgot we're doing gardening, aren't we? It's a garden podcast. The gloves are on, and it's into the shed we go. Right, what have we got in here then? We've got a whole load of mess, and I'm not going to look at it. So we're just going to pretend that's not happening. I'm not even going to go into it, frankly. There's a whole other episode about shed mess and who's responsible. I think we know the answer to that, don't we? Anyway, Hunky husband, who I do love dearly, even though he has messed my shed up, bought me at the weekend. Well, I'm just going to get it out now. It is... Can you hear that? No guesses. It's got a handle, it's got a metal end, it is a spade. But it's not just any old spade, it's what I call a lady spade. Slightly narrower in its spadey bit, and also not as tall as the spade we've already got, which we actually broke a couple of weekends ago. And I say we, Hunky husband broke it with sheer might. He was trying to get a root ball out, a tree root, thinking the spade would be able to lever it out, and he pulled it really hard back and it split, as they do often. So anyway, I'd been talking about getting a lady spade for quite some time, and then bless him, he came back with one, and it's got a proper wooden handle, like an old-fashioned wooden handle, or is it plastic and it looks like wood? I don't know, but anyway, it's got a nice thingy to it. It's got a 10-year guarantee. And this is the thing I found really funny. It's got a sheath on it, which means it's got like a jacket on the spade bit, on the spoon end of things. So it's a plastic folder that has got poppers on it. I'm just taking it off now. There we go. I don't know what I'm meant to do with that now. Obviously, I'm going to recycle it as best I can at larger recycling centres. But essentially, it's just, am I meant to clean off my spade? Am I meant to keep it clean, polish it, and then return it to the sheath and keep it in the shed to keep it safe? Is that the kind of thing I do? No, we're not going to do that, are we? Because that's just way too much effort. Oh, hi, Joey. What's up? What's up? Joey's just jumped up at me. What is it, Joey? There's a boy down a well. Oh, must go and rescue. He's just looking at me. Yeah, dogs are weird sometimes, aren't they? They just go a bit strange. The other day, he woke up and he looked at me as if he'd done something wrong. I was like, morning, Joey. And he just looked sort of really cowed and guilty. So maybe he had done something wrong in the night. But yeah, he's a bit needy tonight. Aren't you, Joey? Do you want to go inside? Is that what it is? Oh, I think is that a flea? Oh, now we've had a real problem with Joey and his flea problem. We've used so much on him, like obviously within the safety guidelines of flea ointment treatment on the back of his neck. And no, they persist. The cat hasn't got any, which is really weird. And we brush him every day and see how many are there. Oh, I thought we got rid of him. And now they're back, are they? Are you telling me they're back? Will you just go away? Go and do something. Go on, go and look at the trees. That's it. We're doing a podcast. Oh, I think he wants to play with my spade. I think he thinks it's a stick, because I've been holding it like a stick. Oh no, this doesn't bode well. Joey and sticks are like unstoppable. Right, so this is the plan. This is the inaugural moment with the spade. I am going to cover some soil over my potatoes, which are starting to show through. I'm also going to plant some onions in one of the veg beds. Can you hear that flapping? Oh, that's it. Joey's trying to tell me that there are some pigeons getting it on in next door's tree. They're doing a lot of flapping, and then they do that brilliant thing, don't they, when they just pretend not to see each other and then they bow. They do like a few bows, don't they? One of them does bowing and then the other one does bowing. And then, they're definitely making out. Okay, keep it down, please. What you do in your own tree is entirely up to you, but not in public. Right, so these onions, they're bog standard, I think. Strong flavour, which is good. because last year's were nice enough that were a bit delicate, I have to say. I'm a bit distracted by the dog again. He's like stuck his head into the hedge. He's having a good look through, and all I can see is his cute little bum and his waggy tail out the other end. That is very sweet. Anyway, onions, that's what's going on the ground here. Bit of conflict earlier, a bit of a big discussion going on. It's, do the potatoes sit well next to onions? Onions require a lot of water, potatoes less so. What do we do in the summer when it comes to that moment? Well, we just water the onions is the conclusion, and we don't care and we jog on, because the other veg beds I actually want for some of my flowers, some of my cut flowers, but we'll get onto that. Right, I am really pleased about in the garden tonight because let's bank these potatoes. I'm really pleased to be in the garden tonight because at the weekend, on the Saturday, I was at an all-day conference, which was brilliant, but it is a bit tiring being at an all-day conference on a Saturday after a full working week. And I loved it and it energised me, but I did miss a day in the garden. And I think that's what you need sometimes. And it was a really nice day as well. A bit cold, but sunny. And then Sunday, I thought, I'll get out of bed. I'll jump out of bed, spring into the garden. I didn't. It was midday. I was a bit fatigued after my conference. And so I just lurked in bed for a little while, drinking cups of tea and staring into space, which was gorgeous. But then it started raining and I was rained off. So no gardening got done over Saturday and Sunday. Now that makes it sound like a job, and I don't mean it to. When I say no gardening got done, is I didn't get a chance to get out into the soil and the fresh air and the stuff that really, I think, restores you after a working week, or, a week of being indoors perhaps. And just getting your hands in the soil is really important. Right then. Oh, that's better. That's really good. So, oh geez, do you know what? I've just realised I've just taken all the soil that we just levelled off and prepared for the onion sets. Now I need to pat it all down and rake it. Oh, for God's sake. I'm not thinking straight. It's Monday night. I should be watching TV really, shouldn't I, rather than attempting things. But anyway, this is a nice bit of soil in here, and it's not without its faults. It's got eggshells in it. It's got a lot of tea bag sort of remnants in it, bits of cardboard, bits of old egg box, because we do pretty much live on eggs and tea in our house, and that is the backbone of the garden compost. Really, that's the main structure. So I'm just going to do this lovely noise. I hope it makes a noise. Oh, I'm just trying to impress you with my spade work, and I felt myself trying to kind of impress somebody this week, actually. I'll tell you about that while I put my onion sets down in the ground, 5 inches apart, which is about a handspan. So I was trying to impress or get the attention of the lady in the charity shop. Now, I don't know if I've got a bit of a girl crush on the lady in the charity shop, but I recognised her from when she used to go, or her daughter or son used to go to the same primary school that my daughter did. She was one of the other mums, but I never knew her. I wanted to get to know her because she had really good style and taste about what she wore. She always would cut a bit of a dash and looked a bit different, like trendy. Like, she's older than me and she was trendy, and I just always thought, oh, you're a bit of a style inspiration. Anyway, all of the time that we were at the same school together, I always tried to catch her eye, to make her my friend. And I thought, I'll try and impress her and I'll wear trendy stuff. I didn't really wear trendy stuff, but do you know what I mean? I was like, if she was my friend, she could tell me where she gets her clothes from, and that would be useful, because then I could be trendy like her. So I was going through a bit of a kind of, okay, my kid's now nearly 10. I've put on a bit of weight maybe, or my hair's changed texture, and I am a body in a bit of a different, I felt a bit kind of frumpy. I'd grown out of my clothes, and I don't mean physically, but just mentally, I'd moved on, gone from corporate identity, really, working on TV, wearing quite, proper formal gear, jackets and proper skirts and heels and things like that, to running my own business where you can wear your pajamas all day if you want to. So also I'd moved from London up to the northwest, and I just felt a bit, oh, I don't know, I need a friend, first of all. I need a trendy friend who can tell me where to go shopping. Secondly, in fact, it could be the other way around. I just need someone to tell me where to go shopping. And if she happens to be a friend, well, that's brilliant. And I always thought, she even had trendy glasses, like trendy specs and a cool haircut. Would she ever look at me? Did I ever catch her eye? No. She was taller than me, and maybe that was an issue. She just didn't notice me. I felt quite aggrieved, actually, and I just, felt a bit sad. Anyway, I clocked her in the old charity shop. I thought, right, now's my chance. Now's my chance nearly 10 years later to pin her down for friendship. I'm just going to be really chatty. And I found 2 what I thought were stylish coffee mugs for sale in the charity shop, and I thought they'll do. I'm going to buy those, and then we can have a chat. Oh, need scissors, don't I? That's not going to open itself. Right. Yeah, and anyway, I put the coffee cups on the counter, and she went, oh, these are lovely. These are stylish. I was like, yes. Thank you very much. Approved. My coffee cup choice is approved. She went, right, that's $3.98, please. It's like, right, thanks. Trying to lurk and loiter a little bit longer so she'd say, aren't you from school? I didn't have the courage to say it myself because I just knew she never recognised me. Oh, I don't know what was going on for me. I'm normally super confident and make friends very easily. But no, she's not having any of it. Right, onions going in the ground. Maybe she got all her gear from the charity shop. Maybe she's just got a good eye for detail. Shall I do 2 rows side by side? Yeah, let's do it. Because they only make 1 onion. And we don't want to just have 6 onions, do we? Right, handspan. There we go. Is that 12 centimetres? I don't know. No, it's a tricky one. I've got gloves on and these onions are quite small. But we'll do what we can. So yeah, I feel like it's a bit unrequited friendship, love. It's like, mate, we could be so good together. I could see you and us, you and me, having a coffee in my kitchen with my new coffee mugs and laughing, and you'd be in trendy clothes and I'd be in trendy clothes, and then I'd get your approval. I'm really pathetic, aren't I? But no, it's unrequited friendship. So we're just going to jog on with our lives, be grateful for what we do have rather than thinking about other things. But the charity shop is a good one, I have to say. Right, so that's the onions in. Nice couple of lines of onions. Oh yeah, I forgot we're doing gardening, aren't we? It's a garden podcast. Anyway, I'd probably, if I had a glut of onions, I'd probably give her a few and go, they're from the garden. She'd go, oh, I made a curry. And then the next time we met, she'd say, I made a curry with them. They were so nice. Thank you. And I'd go, oh, here, have some tomatoes. And just like constantly be, oh, right. And then she'd have to say thanks. And then maybe I'd get a discount at the charity shop next time and stuff. And anyway, bit of a fantasy, isn't it? Might be need to just have a word with myself on that one. Right, I think that's a line of 2 lines of onions, bound to taste good in a curry. Let's cover them over with some nice compost, some bit of farmyard manure, and then we're going to have a happy bed of veg.